I'm Father Gray, and this is a St. Mary's Minute. For several of the coming St. Mary's Minutes, I'd like to talk a little bit about faith. Faith is something that we maybe have in mind a lot, but it might not be clear what it is. There are a couple things about faith that are worth explaining. First of all, faith is a virtue. So when we think about faith, we often think of it as an intellectual thing, but we don't always think about it as a practical thing, and in fact, it is. It's something that has to be lived. It's something that has to kind of be habitual, and this is why we think of it as a virtue. The other part about faith that is very important to remember right from the get-go is that it's a gift. It's something that doesn't happen if you package a lot of interesting ideas together and then say, this is what it is. No, it's a gift that comes from God. It's a kind of grace. It's ultimately something which is merely God's graciousness happening in our lives. Faith is a virtue. Faith is a gift. Well, what's the kind of the operative part that brings these things together? Faith is the way in which we live our lives. It's a mode of being. It's something that directs our actions. And with that in mind, what can we do about our faith? Well, we can grow it. Or we can also let it go away. But that which is our life in faith is something that requires being nurtured. Specifically, being nurtured in our activity and attitude toward it, and also in that which God gives us. God is always giving us gifts. This is grace, and the grace from God is effusive. It's always coming. It's always being outpoured. So, the X factor in faith is how we live our lives. So let us live lives of faith and be able to receive those many graces that God wants to give us.